Let's look at a few more things here that we can do to manipulate and work with images in Bridge. I mean, it really is a great program. I've got a folder open here that's got a lot of images in it, just to kind of give us something to work with. What if I'm looking for something in particular, and I'm not sure about keywords or anything, but I know the name of it. I know these are all named sequentially. But let's come down here. I do have one called 4360. So let's go way back up here again. All you have to do is begin typing that number in. Watch. 4360. It'll take you right to it. So that's a quick way to do it. Let's say I don't like the name. Now, if I click here, I can change the name if that's what I want. Let's say I don't like where it is. I'm not talking about order in here. I'm talking about the folder that it's in. I can grab it and I can drag it. Now, I can drag it into another folder. I can even drag it on the desktop if I want to. But if I let go, it's going to move it. So let me come back here again. I want to copy someplace else. A copy on the desktop, a copy in another folder I have in favorites. So what I do is I hold the Alt key. That's the Alt key in Windows, the Option key on a Mac, and just drag it. You get the plus sign. Now, if you want more than one, Shift click or Control Command click, get a whole bunch of them, and you can do the same thing. So we can move them, we can rename them, we can find them. What if you don't want it anymore? Andy, that's a horrible photograph right there. I don't want that photo anymore. Press delete. Now that's delete on a Mac, backspace, and Windows, and you will be treated with that. Do you want to delete it or just reject it? Put the reject on it. Now if you say delete, it's going to take it into the trash. In the trash can, it will still be there for you, but there is an undo to this. If you delete something and go, boy, I wish I hadn't deleted it, you can go to the word edit and select undo, and it will undo even a delete if you've done it. But if you've forgotten and close Bridge down, don't forget it would still be in your trash can if that's something you wanted to do. Now, one of the other things that I love about working in Bridge is being able to rename things in a batch. Well, for example, all of these photos were taken on the Coast Starlight, which is an Amtrak train that goes from Los Angeles up to Seattle. If you ever get a chance, go on the Coast Starlight and do the one from Los Angeles to Seattle. Beautiful scenery, beaches and oceans, all kinds of great stuff. Anyway, I've got a lot of photos, but I don't want them named DSC, and that's my D3's naming convention, okay? I want them Coast Starlight and then numbered from 1 to whatever. So I'm going to select everything, Command-A on a Mac, Control-A on Windows, go up to the word Tools on the pull-down menu, and go to Batch Rename. Now, I'm going to rename in the same folder. You don't have to. You can move them or copy them. The new file name will be text. The last one I did was Hawaii. And it's going to be called Coast Starlight. I suppose I could put Amtrak in there too if I wanted to. Sequence will start at 1. 4 digits gives me up to 9,999. I don't have that many images, but that's all right. Do you want to preserve the current file names in the XMP metadata? That would give you the ability to either search with the original file name or restore it if you wanted to later. I don't think that is something that takes up a lot of file size, so I usually leave that on. I want compatibility with everything. Since I'm working on a Mac, that's grayed out, but I want Unix and Windows. And it's telling me what it's going to look like right here. Coast Starlight 0001 NEF, 241 files. Click Rename. Now you can preview it if you want to. That shouldn't take too long. And now they all have the proper name. Now if we go back to what we talked about in keywords, I would have over here something like travels, and one of them would be Amtrak, and others would be the major routes of Amtrak, like Texas Eagle, Coast Starlight, all the different ones that they have, and I would use those as keywords. One more way to get what I want quickly. So we can move, delete, create, change, copy, even batch rename with the click of a button in this program. Pretty powerful.